Guys, in this video I will show you how to increase the revenue of your e-commerce brand by an at least 6 or even 7-figure amount if you are a 7-figure e-commerce business. Ultimately, there is not many ways of doing that. You want to have more traffic on the site, you want to have a better conversion rate, you want to increase the average cart size, average order value, and ultimately you want to have returning customers. So that's the 4 engines, besides other things like, operational efficiency and all of that. But these are the 4 core metrics of your business growth. If you think about different marketing channels, how you can achieve that, you can go to ads. For ads, you need to spend a certain amount of money to get a certain amount of traffic. If you want to scale, you have to spend more. So to be honest, that's the least efficient way of scaling your e-commerce brand. You can do organic, but that will take time and commitment. You can also do email marketing. And honestly, I really believe in email marketing, and I think it's one of the best investments. But still, in many cases, this is a constant cost. And actually, you have to have a large internal team or an agency managing it. But here's the unsexy and the nerdy stuff. So e-commerce conversion rate optimization. This is a thing that even if you do it once, then you will be much better off where you just started. Because this can be a one-time thing and you will make not only more revenue and profit for the next couple months or even years coming, but also you will understand your customers and your whole business, your product market fit much better. And I'm just sharing this presentation with you guys that I just had at a conference early summer. What is our e-commerce CRO framework? Now I don't want to go through this, I already shared this in a previous video, but for us what conversion rate optimization is about, it's not about increasing your conversion rate or AOV and not only just increasing revenue or just finding some quick hacks of your UX design, but actually it's about understanding your customer journey on a deeper level that you can leverage not only on your website, your UX, your copywriting, but you can use it on all other areas of your business, such as your email marketing, funnels, ads, offers, even what products to launch in the next few months. And when we start with a client on their CRO, we start with a super deep research, because research is 80% of the work. It's not about just, some gimmicky changes on the site, some hacks on the site. Why we do those changes? Because every store is different ultimately. And this is especially true once you become a larger business. So we start with all of these research documents. And this is what I will dive deeper into today, because again, this is the nerdy stuff and this is what most businesses, they just don't pay attention to. And again, why this whole thing is important, because the ultimate game is to understanding your customers and the product market fit as closely as possible. That's what make winning 8 and even 9-figure D2C e-commerce brands. So we implement a few research documents on a more higher level, strategic level. So for example, here's this client of ours where we work on their CRO. We just started working, and these are the very first steps. So we analyze the buying triggers of their customers. We set up different ICPs, ideal customer profiles, and if you are wondering if this is AI generated, my answer is yes, 80% AI generated. If you are not using AI for research, then you are missing out on this. But yeah, we use a ton of prompts, sequences of prompts for our research process. We go to Amazon reviews, website reviews, we check Reddit threads, we check YouTube comments, Instagram social media comments, even comments below ads, and all of that information we feed this into AI, and we have a sequence of prompts that are working really well, and we come up with different ICPs. So for this brand, we came up with these different customer profiles. Here's a more simple example. So for my protein, we created this creatine product customer avatar, and we go into a less detailed overview, biggest pain points, deep emotional drivers, purchase triggers, previous solutions they tried, their emotional triggers of purchasing. And why I especially like this one, because this use phrases that the actual person could use in real life or their peers would use, like his girlfriend, his old friends, family members. Bro, I remember when you started lifting, you are unrecognizable now for this creatine product after he started using that. Besides, we also research the whole market and competitors. And this is probably the deepest one. So here there are some customer avatars again, but then human story, first person journal entry. So this actually is the diary of the person, what they put in their actual diary, and they talk about their problems and what they are looking for. Super interesting stuff. Competitive intelligence, direct competitors. So Replans is one of them, or Bonafide Rivari, and then this other one, Damiva. So here we talk about the products, their AOV, basically all the main metrics that we need to know about these brands. If we go below, then there is a psychology profile of the target market. So again, we go really deep into psychology, their fears, their desires, what they are looking for. And again, these are just really the first starting steps of this deep audit. And then here we really get into our client's brand and what they do. What's the brand, product line, offers, target audience, competitors again. There is a lot of overlap obviously between these docs, but each has a different purpose. So this is more like a high level review of the brand and the market and their audience. And once we have this, then we arrive to this topic, which is actually the CRO audit, which is more about the website. And this is where I want to spend more time today. So here's an older client of ours. It's called Rebellious Fashion, UK-based fashion store. They are in the mid 8-figure range. So this audit contains website speed and then all the nerdy stuff, and we divide by UK, non-UK users, so based on geo and then based on traffic sources. But the main part is what the nerds call heuristic analysis. So the heuristic analysis is nothing else, just going to the site and coming up with recommendations based on our experience. So we land on the site, we just behave like a regular user, and this is the homepage. Basically, we just go through these checklists and then we just double check everything. So high quality imagery, I think this is a yes. So we just check this. Keep navigation simple and easy to understand in your header. For example, use kids instead of kids running shoes. So yeah, navigation, I think this is actually pretty good. So this is a yes as well. Also, before I forget, we always inspect mobile as well. Yeah, but I think navigation is actually pretty good. Photos are the same. Add an offer to the top of your page. This prime real estate to showcase your strongest offer. So here we have autumn refresh, new season styles to wear on repeat. Honestly, I'm not really happy with this offer. Could be way better. It doesn't tell me too much. So yeah, for me this is a no. Include the story of the founder or the brand's mission on the homepage. This makes your brand relatable to people. Okay, let's see. I will scroll down, nothing like that. This is clearly a no. So yeah, I think it's just not as relatable to your audience, this website, because of the lack of storytelling. There is no clear offer. Probably they try to focus more on branding, but yeah, I think this could be better for sure. Add an email sign up. Yes, they have it. So basically, I think now you are getting the point. We are having this cheat sheet. You can download it into the description on a free link as well, so you can use it for your own store as well. So far, this has been our most popular free resource, so highly recommended. But basically, we use this checklist. We go through the site. We start with the homepage, and then we go through other parts of the site as well. And then we grab this doc, and basically, you can use AI or you can do this manually, but basically, based on the checklist, you write down everything, like, okay, what is missing? And then AI is just one part of the formula. Of course, we also use manual ideas. So AI is always just a complementary to our manual opinion. So we also write down our own ideas, how this could be better. And as you can see, we also take screenshots, like, okay, why this could be done better. So quick announcement bar, for example. So slow down the movement of this content even further, because they are switching too fast. That's actually a common issue for e-commerce brands. So we share these screenshots as well, and we point out how things could be better. Basically, the most important parts of the site that you need to check is the homepage, the product page, especially for top 3 best sellers. Here there is a difference between different stores. Some stores, they sell one product, let's say AG1, one of my favorite examples of a one product store. So yeah, here they sell only one product, different packages, quite simple. Obviously, this is where you want to focus your efforts. But there are other stores like Rebellious Fashion, they sell hundreds of items. And here, obviously, different categories may have different product product pages. So the product page is obviously the most important. I already posted a video about this, so you can check out that video later. And then the next one is the category page, especially for these larger brands, let's say clothing, and you definitely want to optimize this. I think there is still much work to do on this category page. The cart page, which is basically once somebody adds an item to the cart. Nowadays we rather use cart drawers on the product page. You just see a better conversion there, higher AOV as well, but definitely check the cart page or cart drawer as well. And then we have the checkout page, which is simply just the place on the side that every customer will see at some point. So obviously it's super important. If your checkout page breaks, then your whole business can break. So yeah, this is just so important. And then we have the technical aspect. I'm not gonna talk about it today. So again, homepage, product page, category page, cart page or cart drawer, and checkout page. Focus on these 5, and yeah, again, you can download this cheat sheet and use it. And if you are a larger brand generating at least $1 million, $2 million a year, then I think this more manual, deeper audit is definitely recommended together with those strategic insights that I shared earlier. I would also add that this audit contains not only these, and beside these pages we also have a separate section of website copy review. Why it's so important? Because you can have a great product market fit even, great offers, fast website with good creatives and images and videos. But if your copy sucks and it doesn't convey your offer to your target market in the best possible way, then you are missing out on conversion and even later retention and higher cart size, all of that. So you want to have a solid copy. And this is why our copywriter also reviews your website and adds recommendations how it could be improved for each page. So yeah, this is something that I don't really see other CRO agencies doing. So I think this is something super important, really paying attention to your creatives and thinking about this as a part of your website conversion rate optimization. Okay, so once we have this audit and all of these research docs that we just nerded out, then you may ask, okay, but what to do with this? Like you said, Daniel, 80% is research, but how this turns into actual work and actual changes and more revenue at the end of the day. So we move all of these action items from this and we put them into a CRO strategy and testing results doc. Basically here we collect all the observations that we had. We categorize them for different buckets. The most important ones are quick fixes and A/B tests, and items for later, where we still need to do more research to be smarter. Device, hypothesis. Hypothesis means if we do X, then we will think that epsilon will happen. So basically, if we do something, there will be a positive consequence of that we can measure by a certain KPI, which is ideally our most important KPIs. Conversion rate, AOV, total revenue, page engagement, something like that. And then here we make different ratings, what's the estimated impact, how easy it is, how pricey it is, all of that. And then based on that, we come up with a sum number, like how important this actually is to implement. So we turn these observations into action items, we prioritize them, and then we start implementing them. We implement typically 3, 4, 5 A/B tests per month. For the smaller site, if it's a larger site like Rebellious Fashion, it could be much more. It depends on the traffic mostly, but then we start implementing these changes. And then if you are still skeptical, what happens after this? So yeah, we start making money and we have this deck that I regularly show on partner calls. So as you can see, our team, they already have a lot of winner variations for different parts of sites. So site-wide changes, category, cart page changes, checkout pages, but most of them, they are actually product page changes. That's how we make extra revenue, sometimes 5-figure, 6-figure per month, which is crazy, just with these simple changes. So this is why CRO is just so important, guys, even if it's just a one-time thing for a website. So guys, I hope this video was enough to really understand why this research process is so important, how this can really turn around your business. And if you want to steal this cheat sheet, again, this has been our most popular free resource so far. Go down to the description, download this. And if you are a larger brand, at least a couple millions a year, feel free to reach out. I also put the booking link of mine into the description. Let's get connected and we can run this audit and all the research processes for you. We can change your website to make it much more profitable at the end of the day, and you will also understand your customer avatar, your business on a whole different level than before. Thank you guys. Happy cash flowing.